Today's subject matter is of serious consequence. The question is, am I, yours truly, a feminist? It's a valid question in today's climate, so let's start with the textbook definition of what a feminist is. Any person advocating social, political, legal, and economic rights for women equal to those of men. Now, I realize feminism is a huge issue and some people just can't wrap their heads around it. But when you break it down to something simple, just as any person advocating social, political, legal, and economic rights for women equal to those of men, that's something we can all get behind, right? Pretty straightforward. Which brings me to the Me Too movement. The number of men that are being accused of sexually harassing women is, well, shockingly unacceptable. But to be expected, right? It's a disaster out there for women, and it's our fault, men. Now, I can just hear some Neanderthals out there going, "I'm not going to apologize for being a man." Well, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta man up. Now, if I'm going to point fingers at some guys out there, I'll point fingers at myself. There is culpability that lies at my feet as well. The number of times that I have had inappropriate thoughts about members of the opposite sex, well, is outright staggering. But the difference between me and those dirtbags that think women are out there for theirs for the taking is that I have self-control. I have respect for women. I was brought up by a strong mother that taught my brothers and I to listen, be open-minded, and respect women. That's why when I hear these stories of men sexually and physically assaulting women, I think, did I grow up on a different planet from these monsters? I think maybe it kind of starts when we're young. Now, most parents teach their boys to respect women, but this is a growing problem, so I'm guessing some of these kids are slipping through the cracks. Now, if you're thinking, what am I talking about? Well, I'm a parent as well. I've got a 4-year-old boy, and if my son grows up and does not respect women and does not have an open mind towards women, that's my failure. That's on me. Maybe some parents don't realize the awesome power that they have to teach their sons to respect women. So you know what, parents? We got a task to do. It's put down your phone and we've got to get to work. Oh, now listen, one other thing. Men have been running the show for how many millenniums now? And it hasn't gone so well. Everything that is brutal in this world can be attributed to men. Rape, torture, pedophilia, genocide, homicide, the list goes on. I say we let women run the show for a couple hundred years, and this world will be a whole lot better off. Now that is a saving grace. Oh, and by the way, the answer to the original question, am I a feminist? By the very textbook definition of what a feminist is, yes, of course, I am proud to call myself a feminist.